Ewi abusiafo ya da mo ase a eduru bebi ase ense boy ho nkomo kakra mo hu sa ti me bomu pape na chese ne seas ye nkoye ne ye kono ya da mo ase se fide ne da United Television e fa ye duru so ye de ye ba bedi o my Ghana e ho nkomo enti ye se mo ni de a mo ma ye bre ne ye ntina kopim be se nondu sisi idea ase e be se ya se Paul Adekye Nsroma nondu oh engineer Gelo de tiase executive producer Dr. Father Adekye tiase DOP kran so science and a producer and say, oh, say no problem. 10 a no auntie. You be reported. I don't pay and some would run crats and the bad ye demo cotton pa. They the daily graphic or bad job boss to chat so say cratching. Oliver Baka Vamo. Ya ye say Ninkasa ye nin church show or the cotton and my phobia Facebook no. I say when you're buying to go out bay and in we didn't call court now. And no, almost I didn't call court or say mama se mbebebe ne lawyer gyan so no abon konse mama se mbebebe aha ye court wu ni jurisdiction wu ni asemi sutumi a wo de beka de nti na wo so so a mo ma yenko high court na ye hu ni aye beye na otimafo ne se hey ja umu ade court ha me court mo fa ni free nko mo fa ni nko 2 weeks nti onko remand na mo fa ni mra beye March 14 nti nenkrata and se Baka Vamawo driving out of court following exchanges with magistrates. And run send this press conference. I'm to say here now. I said unketia na kasa or in Nenkrata and Yaba. NDC petitions Commonwealth Secretariat to probe human rights abuses under NPP government. Almost say okasa hey ya cho ya do wako court ya yo say ntini nyina no. Aban pese wo kan krofo kasa bo ahwe mu yamtieti omo fa ahodie so. Nti omo nso omo kan fie anya de be ye adwuma. Nti hina mo de beko omo se Commonwealth na asem ni se ehwo ene sese wo mkwa na wo maka ne fie mpredodo ahen afei Russia and Ukraine daily graphic e de aba enne o see ceasefire Ghana urges Russia to end war in Ukraine Ghana ya ye ho ben ne ya ye ko ka che o se ceasefire ana enti se mo nyina e di abe obi a kika bi nti bi a yanka bi so a ase enso ni amana mem in any case say yenso ye non permanent member ewo security UN Security Council oh nti can be na wonso wadwen channel say ya na ehu nyama bi na no mo say Ghana aka say obi say ai President Akufo-Addo aka say Putin jade a oye no na ye mpede a oye no na obi akoka Putin ye pacho emfi ye mampani wati ye adwe ye wo obi so si fi no so ne so na ekra ye ready see e be ko ohu nyama bi social media obe serious but we dey no cry the daily graphic e dey aba and then labor conference koso wo nkwatia kwawu na enra mampani ne kobia no nti kobia no ensema wo do okekan ne krata no bia ne se de ofa ne de e-levy in public interest se enu ebi no will resolve UTAG impasse ebi enu no my GDP growth better than Mohammed's ebi enu no nti nyina abone to fa ewo sa enra mampani ne opening comment ewo labor conference and summit ekoso wo nkwatia kwawu no eho we ene ensem miensa nanzo miensa ne mwedu pa we de ye beche nkakra na ye de ewie ene Tuesday squad no still ye solid if we say the obadwo da kura ba Tuesday are still ye gina kwa abanti emienu wa ha de ombebo nasu na afi watu aso da ya ne se ne wan hye kaftan ene che se ono on time school binada onye binada school bani nti ene wa yira class but it is okay Yebejinatu. Honorable Daniel Nikwate Titus Glover, your former MP Tema East, former Deputy Minister for Transport, and Anania Bria, all sign LAC in the boot na all born to her, says Omu be a choir, MPP former choir, na Omeye Omu Dom Frefo, na Chesonye National Organizer. Eja yao asanetano, me bonemrane, a so yi pebre, me penny same femini cosia do fiao, or say a so tano. Esu yiri pebre mu nso nyina awe no tano ba tampa oh wo yiri se bubu so bi di tano a enini ho agro ya wo be yiri afa o ya national organizer Emma LPG ena minua be me ya wa yira class ono de masha se gi se mbese samano manu yi so ya na afrafra woni se me kotechi wa bere ya na wo de mebro ne ya wo ka ne sai wo ko drobo so na bere he mbreki wo ka bro na ya kaniye na wo dia wo bro wo ka de wo ka frafra na wa asa me de hunya me ka do treated bono ke kura ma ya de ora me sama ayira ho ena ye binada enti ye drobo market de na maka drobo de ne kakra Erika J ofi drobo echi hebi mi wani mu chan no ono owo suma yunkro ne kwan wa papa suma fo me boa ho nka ne kware wa me ni kongresia drobo ne gresia de he ya na ma edu me kra udru mi kro ansa na adu kram say kro I deputy Bono Regional Communications Officer Emma NDC Amanyuku no mira no mamu nyina chema mo akwa aba anope mo afa mo ho de bra we no ayira class
lawyer
check captain
Ofia oko class
captain ya na ne bo edin
how
yeah
any chief uba be che baby onye captain no
yeah Jiffy Kenzie ho nti
sir
mo me GM won ton kakra
Kenzie license
yeah
na no kra na me say na ba ko bi she fada
okay
me save picture no on my phone so
right
any woni bebre
my yesterday me
dia sha go fada ni bi na pa she
some any adisra deal me the better is a fada
say your record
picture we nko ade
omo ni na masay ya wo de won siso wi an go so who ka go fada design bre ni bebre oh ya da mo ase ano pay pa se mo aba na mo me enche court de ya senyentin fro ne entine with NDC petition na odi akono court de mo mfa caveat nton ye ka court asem me ka court brofo kakra mfa caveat nton se ye kan pa chew abrante no comment no se ye papa se ye bone ni ho asem no eno ni asem people no se ndie pa chew mo mani na dem na ye nkeka mfiafia ho na we da mo ase yes or no
yo oba ya so no and pay ye da se e be chi ahwefo nyina nkankan me wofa se ba ko Terry Mafo otasho e pa London make us say odi to Facebook or hwe de bia me ba dem se me che na me review you pon show answer na me kai na wa from his uncle you say you're going to call me you're going to mention my name and Terry living in Mingabo ndako yojuba na ya chia mo shofo nyina nkankan kofere bae mo founder kofere bae ose kwame ani senior next me chia wo soso na me chia ya Tuesday squad baby a chief wo bia ya chia no adwuma bia o ye bia no na me nhira enka no ho na me chia me nyakoma Erika J se wa be kan ye ho on the squad. My chair, His Excellency, the President of the Vice. Adrian Sana Mekasanan, Assembly that daily guide, page 12.
Yeah.
Sorry, is that yeah? Or page 12 of a net daily guide. Or say, poisoning ourselves, cooking with polythene, and putting camphor in drinking water. By a distinguished journalist. Ajwa Yebua Afari.
Hey, one time DJ president.
Yes.
Okay.
Na me kai story na ma linkin the kakra Madaroma. And I quote. Was he returning to Accra after a visit to the central region at well-known Winneba Junction, I eagerly looked for and bought some Fanti Kenke and Etzel. The central region is famed for both, and I was really looking forward to tasting their specialities, particularly the etzel, a type of banku or cornmeal dumpling, similar to kenke. Although eating corn products upsets my stomach, compelling me to reluctantly avoid them, every now and then, I get a longing for their taste and desire to disobey my stomach, but only with aid of some dietary tablets. Unfortunately, I was in for a big disappointment. After I had heated the first of the etzel pack and peeled off the plantain leaves wrapped around it, I saw to my dismay that It had first been wrapped in the polythene before the leaves. This is a clear disregard for the long-standing advice from food safety experts that cooking with polythene is unsafe, even life-threatening poisoning. That their warning is that when food is cooked or heated in polythene, the high temperature results in poisonous polythene chemicals leaking into it, thus endangering health. Quotes and unquotes. Asemwa ya bay, Adibia, Miwofia, Yakabinqua, Metani Obano Omukupa. Me growing up as a young boy, me mami Ekebinqua. Or no one saw car, no dear good saucepan. Ni akatasu. Sabrina a mago with by. So we shall now bet me actually come no kakra. Who send so good jaswa, na would boomwa, and also who jani kakra na warm kakra, no would. But a ne baby ye ye the politics. Ye kabenguna na ye the good friend is a politics plenum ni achichiri. Na chemicals no gradually no na kwadua na ye die no. Ye gi yare e de hye mu a ye hu. Ye gi yare de hye enu na madam no adwa afare e ka kire ze ye kunye hu almost every time. Na da ben e na ye fanti dokno a ye di kan edi politics achichiri ho ansa na plantain leaves no efa.
Yeah, you want UTV Friday bia na sen kra for the past month February na Kofi ma ye ni se ye kompona no nti ye di mpoano aduane de ode bebe bi on fa rubber fa de bia dietitian na Kofi be ka se saade no enye.
What is this?
O cassette a o cheche yen so na em say o say public health for no
absolutely
any food and drugs authority eboa yen wo sa kwan because see ano eno na aba ye fie mu on say ya na empese ho be ye den
mama
nti ye bone hyehyehye wo ti ne hyehyehye na o de ato rubber.
But it's bad.
Yen kwa ye fie mu nyina ye na so no kra ni say enye papa no
anti platform a platform asu ye papa.
Okay.
Na yam they said na Kofi so e dia two program so health my life no amobohodro nyame come home but we need to intensify it. Okay. Say na ye kano in our various assemblies you know so health professionals also they should speak to us. They should speak to us because yare na bi bana nyina no ya na ye gi efa na ye hwe ni influ ave insurance na wo de comfort and na wo de gogum insurance de comfort gum.
No, doctor Nankasa company no ya de kan mo.
What is
doctor ga kenke no. Omo de kan gum na ye soft pa.
Na beans kura ye jai kan wa ye de no beans enkuma kura na ye mfa kan wo.
Everything gum.
Afia den.
But the education has
na ye hwe na ye yi se nyama mfimfiri akwa nti me ni madam Yabua Afare.
Okay.
Ya adwimpa on this educational article a watch no. Me ni ya adwimpa papa.
Before you start, we are also my main use opportunity sister I mentioned
FDA. Any health professionals.
Madam Maria Lovelace Johnson Michelle. As I said, omo na omo hwe that particular area na work and as a woman are publishing. We here no free work. If you walk around town, even on the street here, along the shops now walk Accra nyina Ghana nyina. Omo display insuo minerals, everything we wiem.
Yeah.
The weather changes.
Yeah.
The temperature and then the next day it is the same.
Yeah.
And we are buying all these things, we are consuming it. And for the dokrono, if you don't use habana kasano, the medicinal content in the habano until leave the rubber out. Now we get used to when Nankasa den cry bed. Me say it say the owner okay, me na me ya konsa or sorry.
Oh, mvanti dokron de ya enye den sa. E wa habanum cry betumi adi.
We need to come the crab project kura akoma. Ebi ni ba.
Asemo, eni bi interest o na.
Abroso.
I'm say
okay. Honorable Kafra. Okay, aromo habane.
Awon mo ya didi awon mo ne niama say na de bibia e take away raba.
Aya habane. Ya kutwitwa wonsuo na no
kama
no mo na mo ya kosku a ne ya tie de ne agum ne bukato
boy we dey grass say we dey
but still na obi mo ye
ba bi da so wo ho de be nye
but you ni mani ka say em say mi hu ba ku bi o chechire wache
Oh, Robert.
Ewo ahaban nim kama. No one sign this take away parking mo. Ebi so kwa sign the check glass container.
Mo glass ni bi.
What's a Chinese for me use ahaban pa?
Ah,
Na se no mo wedding.
Eye na ya no yetimi e ma ya ni bie bro so anti bo na o masai abroche for no ye omo research no ba no be ka so raba no eye a afeni ya tu aguso. O ba no msan be ka da bi raba no kra nye na ase atwe asan.
Me say bro ya.
Enso ye wanim di for omo ye research ni bebre o. Omo research na bom futuro.
Any
a good department ewo university na.
Bro ya to tun so me kona me say mpese wo de hye na ka ba na nkase wo na omo dwa. A bit delay time. So I will insist that fashion
by ni say so the better
paper
all day.
Tell me watch here, me what 2 joints e what tema 4 e what come to 11.
Okay.
Any come to 2, come to 5. Temasco what na chi ono. These are 2 joints I'm talking watch. Me make sure say the bia no. Me di wo mu a I feel. Me do fie kura na me di see plate na me di wo. Oh that kind of nti yemboa ebeboa ye.
Yes honorable.
Na court to court gentleman yi asemi.
Any NDC consensus or no or
the NDC and this yeah who can you bom.
Mpacho ani.
And this one guy Eric ebeboa ye o no ma go press conference. And no be ntimi nka fo mo no na minja Eric.
Na dey ma wo bi.
Ade
Because
and the German let's see it to him. Oh no,
so, you are not starting. Okay.
So let me hear Eric because we have press conference.
Eric,
yeah, I mean that's it. I no pay the match here. UTV ahefo nyina.
Okay.
Na mencha honorable titles ne me nua pani sanita. Me chair ura mahama so. Em say me nua pani chiba ne na wantimi ama omo program na sha.
Eyo say ananse wa ama. Me kasa chikata no kana say
manya me nkabona nka me can street.
Now Eric before we go so is there?
Yes honorable.
There are 2 gentlemen who come bronkasa. Ayame de papa. First nano big boy.
Hey nana de.
Eni nana doma hini.
Yeah.
O come brono pa.
Omo me ni nyina
I really love this
Adekye omo nyina kan doma abo no.
Doma bro.
Yeah.
Omo come brono.
No so your variations so.
Okay. Na ni oka. Na me say yes, ka say yes.
Yeah, amo de no omo kan wan tewa so won ti ase.
Ya bo de no.
Na Eric said drop de me no nyina ye pe o.
Oh yeah, de me yes.
Hey, ka wo ye try de me ma be ka. Who de you e tim class re me de. Yanko.
That's it. Oliver. Enra. We na me hu news no say ye de ne courts na. So kokodu court no. Oya ade bi a court no susu say eye ni amon nsem no ye. Said the kind of the substantive issue na nkasa de intimi nkum. Asem no wo court a. Yenim say emra na ye ka. E ba yi you raise issues about it. The susu senke was here ne de was here as citizens. It here they be decide am court no. Court no na ebe chere the fate of Oliver for now. But I learned say the ma ono ankasa no ye de wo court no. Yes na or complain say baby a ye trial no. E ho nye the right forum. That is that not the case? Yeah. And we know say kwadu a ye de abono no. Yes say ni suni ne ba ne ye bia se obi a onya mra obetu mragu. Enti empenimfu enim de ya your constitution no so e kire bebi a ana court asem bia ba ye de ye den eko. And I don't think say trial na okomu sisi and a committal proceeding because if I'm here na
Brofo na kodo so.
Me pese me call
circuit court no.
Yeah.
Say omo be sha ase afi ho. Answer na ye de na for the next one.
Say trial by indictment almost start a committal proceeding no. Answer na ye de na the higher court no.
Okay.
So as at now me de minim de
minim say unim kwadu aye de abono.
And minim say committal proceeding almost start here.
Okay.
Like I don't want to go into it, you know, Nti ebesre say Oliver is a lawyer. He knows a lot. I know him. I don't know him, sir.
But say of a lawyer and so.
Yes. Nti Osha de ono raising a voice. Say this is not the right forum for you to charge me. Because one, On said the police for the Yamotari and say police for per se a mouth demo. Or betting yacho.
Okay.
On found called the appropriate court.
Okay.
And court we now do and the court in the back or no quite say or no trial on the matter. Into no cranny to me charity man.
Say 2 weeks ago,
yes.
Sana court.
Good. And it's a court on a cancer. If you live at dreams, court here, they may be any moose on jurisdiction, so better as a case in this. I then so you assign them, they may the same court.
Okay.
Because a police for that is. Yeah, the corner court in the castle, meaning one quenya, and Timon Fanon Corriman. No, they know. They know. You know, they know. Obi could tamper, winning no. Same side, you know them. And Oliver and Ankas as a lawyer.
Okay.
What I say? Into your best prosecution, no. Most say, as some more kind, the import of it, no, something else. Mon try no at the appropriate forum. More money yet to say, ye do any. No, it shouldn't be so. Maybe my bet now if you deal with swaka.
I don't know when the Enchimum ran any name one.
Now, say, when the Chimum ran any.
Judge,
the Otia Kunyam on 1 year shoe. Or no, or in a court. And the case are burning so on. And a judge say a same way no. O'Shea and she moi, a bro me my horn, so Yemen was a yede, metanaso. Sadly, I'm on fan uncle to a bank whom now chimney, you know. Namon San Fanny yede, impian cojina court. Until now chimney, you know, cherry, and you are signed in a bed in a court to now judge and I can't say. As I'm no bro my horn, so.
Okay. And
no ama or the amendment fee and yamabino. Into the infancy, I believe strongly, say, there was a penny for Combeka. Ya and this Amanu cool. Yeah, in Central Funsham. A kind of round table discussion. It wasn't your usual press conferences now. My party general secretary, Ura Sibin Ketiana, a kind script in the Chair Central for. All is about petition idea Commonwealth. Commonwealth here, a mana who do cool. Yeah, you would deal English, Queen Elizabeth, ne UK for one a lot no omona na omoye colonial masters. And after CAG independent 1957 nekono, ya de ho dom ekuo no. Yeah, your declaration a year Halari, that was 1991 a year cool, but ni nyina ne say we believe in the principle of common law no. Nti ene omu nyina ene ma ahodo bi a yesusu say ye ko democracy ana ye ka bi ma men ka bi no. Ya yenim se bema abotre ne amanyo se makoyie no obi adi so. And is our challenges our woman mu a utimi raise issues on that. Enti obeka ya maybe atwam ko no Zimbabwe or so omo ye part omo ye ni amoho sem bi ma Commonwealth no kra suspend omo from omo activities ni operations. Na ohwe de ye kana ni nyina ya about human right violation na e cost in our country under the office of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ene Alhaji Bawumia. Na the entire can say before elections, the Commonwealth in Penning for no Eba Ghana, they met with us as a party. Na say in Chiniwasho kakrebia na war system no no. Omo they need say ombeba na omabeka kasa kakra. So through that, and I remember say Omoni Peace Council ne penninfo can be ni Asia. But I was after say Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo be Ghana man penning. There were a lot of issues as the biggest opposition party in the country. Ekoswa you raise a lot of concerns. But I say abano abomi mfita duku wamfa ho. Me na me Ghana man penning dia me pe bia meye one hweka. And our party needs to raise concerns about your party for you say ye de bi mu akogina mranim na kwanya ye fa so di omo asem no your party needs to say e betimi the attention aba MSRT cases be to say Dr. Opuni Oresi do Agongo and Ghana case na court concerning Cocoa Board and a science society in your penny at 4%. Yeah, or yeah ranking member of finance committee or Mashebe Jofia because of e-levia or Gigina Muntino in the heat of e-levy na near the Nakojina court. So no quarter ambulance via a lot of issues that one have no more. ene de keka ho ne kan ebiem so yesan kansentro for fa ho de ene ase yaka hye dan mu a ye mani pa ntimi nka nokre wo be ka ya wo a wonu amanase azuri a woni o start ya o ye ne expose wo kruma me kai in the heat of 2016 election the day a President Mahama Mame edane to ne benkum and order the Ford expose by ya okay they are ne mame yes ne mame dane toye and order corruption scandal be born say wakwa kwagika ye fa na ho gono so politics ne ye
or the bad time be mame free time maybe I was sheer coincidence
no but the very day na mame ni free mu no that day and Manase so the expose aba and Ghana for so and a union MPP for so no mo horo ye obi anya Manase Zuri Awunishi make I say all launching the book o invite His Excellency John Dramani Mahama that day no ni Ghana osuma obi on a di kind to book ni bi that is leadership. It doesn't matter how you criticize him or any problem but under Ore Akufo-Addo Manase kroya akoye expose odwane ko South Africa Media Foundation for West Africa na be ka kire omo ne twa ne flight ticket because threatening messages are na ekọ no so na no eden nsɛmtwerɛ ni baako a na ɔwɔ EIB Eduadadati Star FM okay ɔno so kɔyɛ investigation na wɔ the northern sector of our country ɛfa mining issue ɔmo ne Shanzi Company Limited that issue no okay owura na ɔyɛ regional minister Roxin Bukari okay dey see wɔ the conversation na ɔne judge enya wɔ afidie so ani nyina leak here at the end of the day Eduard Sudwane ɔse yɛse yɛpɛnaku no so clearly no the way anema ɛkɔ no yehu say all borders on human rights and one thing I was yehu ne say emra no ba akoso ne yedi obi ani wo so chemra no nti agidi say woyɛ mampani ne yɛ de Ghana mra ma you are holding everything in trust I was say we treat citizenry equally eba ne mra kwan so ye nim say saa nyema ne nyina ne yade a ka ye democracy ne hye ebiem na no ada ye to aba wie nipa maako wotwe ye sani to agu omo so akum omo kwa ye mampani ene ono pa Ukraine fo achew ne Putin mu so omunya ntokwa no under democratic dispensation or kwa ne second term ye hwere nipa wotwe ansa ye so on in he's comfortable on kan hwemfa ho ye hu fair trial bi a yekoso a ebe ma sanity a prevailing in the system eno be serve as precedent say next election na we yanim no e was so obi adi trimu fine na eden eko the same circumstances nu ho ano ye ba beto aba ye trudin okay Silas Banda akwada 28 years ye the second war no kum no ya be seen so enema na yesisi no it doesn't promote your human rights na ye kan wasem no okay ya face the country for you one say omo de amia Ghana omo start omo nyamai Omunipa baako a yesi a friend and kaka or started this activism on social media at the end of the day ye medan ya asat now ni nua oye ni nua director no e no no na free mo no kra na ehwe abusuan ya fakwati kwan so na ya che na kotuma asem no yehu se omo kan so omo ye ne den so clearly no enema a yekoso no e undermine your rights so those are the concerns ye raise here but with the issue of the judiciary no party ne say omone judiciary were a lot of issues. Me, I don't want to delve into that matter much. But I believe strongly say they are part of us.
Me that's it.
Inti etoda momye nyina yenhwe the broader picture no. Na yemfa nya adwuma asoman.
Thank you.
That's it.
Adekye, minti we meet to do Oliver and NDC press conference or yen nra.
That's it. Me fa koyen so nchia afide ko farba na say despite group of companies I share honorable the incoming national organizer for the New Patriotic Party and Eura Justin Kodria, the incoming general secretary of the New Patriotic Party. Ohima and somewhere Abertoje, and of course I must say Ghana Emranti and Mabawa. They say, my mantra back when I say, I'll continue to clap for those who have already made it. If you say, me GD7, so member will be born in Samama. And you Kennedy or say, ne papa ne you coming despite. wahye nnwuma ase to say Kenzie clothing. It is important say
we no be na show
ye be patronize
be na show we
maybe nka
that we say Ken cry no
o say be man
Ken
I
was say opa bi ma ye hye
papa anytime na na offer no 928 baby me da say
enti Eric
o ba da ben odo ho obedom
mon patronize Kenzie clothing ohima
yes of
back avoma wo de esi courts enrechi me na me wa kakra na da bia ye beka say e court nti ye hu say
esi
enra say ye hu say de besi aka nafa ana wo hwe law students no mo so ene ya lawyer for no so a omo so e ba sa omo edikan emma sa preface say ye komupi and so be hu no no market cancer just to dodge contempt na ye mu bia ye nim law ho hi ye nim de say ye ba be kan na e kina ko ya no akoyi kwa na de meka ne say eye buapayo bi pa na nkrofo bi abo motim po say omo be ye sa buapayo na omo de apanish bakavoma o first of all me de bia meka say obi pese wo sha konfo na ona so kire say me kwa sha konfo che say wonye serious ana wo hwe akon ahoro a esisi ne normal for obi to come and post on Facebook say if I mean we ankanya ade say bedu baby a bedu pempenso me madwene no we ye no free ho a ya chi abrantie me you sure so ma search baby biara wote everything about him. They have those information as to whether say obetumi aye cool and I say on to me
and they all quite some people in some patch
okay and me done many nti me book careful no na me ka kire wo say the ekoso no say ye de na ko a lower court a ye nyina ye nim sentence na omode abo no sa court na ntumi entra so are you telling me say na prosecutor no nya awa na say prosecutor no or police normally our prosecutors most of them no more lawyers if I'm wrong tell me. Some of yes.
Among your lawyers quite training on
exactly. Enti say what the obi court tantansa ya dia bono one kasa wonim say santansa wo dem poyam fa say prosecutor no na onim from the beginning and odin ko PS court no odin ko ye no de otie akoyom mane tie ase asebo eso chen me ntumi enka wo ha enti yemfa no nko na ye hwehwe asem no pomasi bra ba bia say ye de no ko yemfa nko now the same prosecutor or whoever took over from the previous prosecutor no mo di abrantness ko pie similar na say the same court enye the competent jurisdiction na yebetumi edi sa asem na yede ana sentence yede abon nti clear no what abonte kro hu say eye boapayo na for me no me enye me nwanwa say ono so or best out that is his human right and fa hu say contempt or whatever it is the omo ye na enye no ka kire omo in the face and I feel that it was fantastic. Say or expressing opinion. Say baby amode mama e ha me ntumi magi bill o ha. Enti baby amode mama no in the first place na wrong. Right? Na sebe the otie adwom so ehun say bia oye niam ho which I accept and no man yiri ni fro. But yen true caution and warning to omo power. I'm not talking about the government. But so wo to me bia fan say even UTV ha. So wo to me bi na wo fi say obetumi ayisu say to me no e de atiatia nkofo fa ho de so hwe wo hu yi emre ye ni nkaso nti say wo wadwunum say obi aka kire say saya ene asanita no ne ni Europe mbeba ha no ba wo line of caution to be a opposition no kon say some of the media houses I almost tired we all know but of course here it's crunching will be nti se wo fi se opposition na wo no betumi de atieti obi fa ho de so anase obi abehye okutupa so ade ye be fafa instead so wo de be fa b na che se eno so wo so dachi ebi asa fide na be you so you prosecutor you never be there forever as a prosecutor nti ono so na wo hwe wo ho yi nipa na wo manipulate wa na wo remote say ye abc na yamra NDC a press conference eso but even to conclude no Mecca said baby as say de vakaboma o ekọ na ye ma ne bail fata no ye mfa ne ko the person the next court appearance no now almost had na copy the same court and I say be on almost say grant in the bill. He has suffered enough for this particular post away. I do not agree. Me for the post, I don't have a problem. But the insult on the Asra for now on the issue of NDC press conference, in some of my race. Mr. Ya, almost say the Tuesday squad now a year unique in say you're discussing issues now. Honorable Yamadamfo. But we say it as it is. And importantly, no, I am not coming to say yeah, your position. Most of the time, you are no good abandon so. And of course, because abandon and as a party, NPP are abandon. In same be a bebano, most of it I be discussing if Abraham. Now say if Abraham na so the abeto dua no so aban the oye de ye na yesa woka. The onye de oye de enye no so yesa woka. We can all attest to the fact that if even the so-called tyranny and Rollins, I feel more a baby drew a friend say the civilian rule. Now I had to say we were able to have somehow stable environment say back in Central for or more and some trone or more and some because at the time now the city president His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and many other people were advocating strongly for the media space to be liberalized more or less to allow say obi betumi aka na boso asem and asa asem ofi say wako hu say bibi wo ha no kra meka ne no mana ye mo kwan ampampa ye didim ana ye di yewura Rollins ne civil and aban efis na yewura Akufo bae everybody can attest to the fact say under yewura Akufo aye be criminal libel law na efri ho ana His Excellency the sitting president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo na odi mutintima no there was fairness in the media reportage in terms of say aban better number. Things were cool. Yewura Mills, no can say our say Ejamwa, I think something of that. So when he met the media, because they had said so many things about him, and the man didn't care. Yewura Akufo didn't care whatever you said. Obi the late Dr. Asemfofo. In December no can fi amfa o mapenko form. As o mapenko form e kan se munyi no emfi baby o no. To the extent say later on the man apologized. They became the best of friends and son of papa. What I am saying is say and o mapenko form we didn't
and
see
say your more choice any preference. Nti say see rule of law ntia. On check of facts answer.
Is it?
Yes, rule of law ntia. Susu dua bia na ho. Nti rule of law ntia. Yenya futufra.
Is it also out of place? Say after they have checked the guy's background, BBR, and as after you check your background, why they said A or B, is it out of place or because Munjai Abranti? What can I say?
Because I will quote Obama by or CMA institutions, strong institutions.
Me, I have never quoted that thing because we knew it before he came. And you know better and said they build strong institutions.
So what if the institutions are working, they be a Chobia, Munja, Chop, and Munya and say, no. Now then they do every day and say, president.
Sister, I mean, only I discussed that say we appear to be building regime institutions. And that the idea no back on because assembly a base no, you will be a while between press one button, be not be and and just news. Moka. Now a branch here be what faking robbery. Robbery no or fake is about 69,000 Ghana cedis. Or person this can to coin to a catch yes man some fan bank. You can see armed robbers at taking a US scan. You should show money you could say and passes can be a new eye. And passes can no one into to me is 69,000 Ghana cedis in our buy. It is say what this civil public officer and attempted to steal and so into for that one I agree. So see or them. But Obia, what the government, a dean, a beer company, now all government the contract, 50 something, 5 point something billion or million, and no, what that's what a man of bank. So what I'm trying to say is that Obi to say His Excellency the President, and I don't Akufo-Addo, no more year press conference be or whatever it is. And I'm saying because Hokojina Hokiwankasa Ukraine placard. What happened? Yeah, channel.
Thank you. 10 minutes now.
Oh, we are sure.
Oh,
every honor.
9:18 to 9:28.
Every honor. Yeah, you are Bema. I'm a swallow. Also, pass our kokura. Nti yesi say etua uyonko mu ama wonka say etua biom. Nti ye ka kire Ghana ene na Nana Addo Dankwa say under his tutelage and under his government Nsroma suffer too much.
Yes, Honorable, I feel there would the fair in the fair bedroom so.
Yo, me that say. Metie yaw ene nyaje submissions ni nyina. Kakra me de meka efa voma wodie no. And then say in the first place, ye di asem no court lawyer ko fire me madam for me nia peni sheshe. Lawyer ko tom ampa onim de onim nanum pa na se our lower court na bibia na ye di ne client na senya minim kwan a sheshe be fa so a to cure their air cost. And the lower court now was so called a high court or whatever it is to file the necessary processes and when the clients know anya ni fa mudie no onim di kwa ba fa so a obeye dia wo say oye na say we a lawyer ni na ye di wasem na ye do court na wonsa ewo abanku kom now you don't trust your own lawyers di asama na wa fa asem dia to so na wo kasakasa ewo court dem wa eni e wo say judge ne ka che wo say yemfa ni pie na yankoso ne yankasam meni Eric eni ya be ya adwen se munim say enye sa forum na wo say mo no kono why did you take him there say I did na be see Kennedy Japan time no I remember very well Ibrahim in position na lo aikutu ene ye the council ye no ko sa circuit court ni bia e wo koko board head office wono court kitu bi she ho old kingsway wono e bi she ho sa but eventually we saw what happened but edu baby a ye besre the fact say yeah decriminalize criminal libel law enu nkyere se obi asori a na obi ne nu fafa asembia ne oka over the weekend City FM a program bi with the founder of Media Foundation for West Africa Professor Kakare any media phobia and kakra meti ye no all but jealous for koko any intimate mfo ni nyina so the fact say ya decriminalize if any say criminal but any chance we sorry na asembia na woka. No. The ethics of the profession are very key. As a journalist, assembly you must be responsible for your own comment. Did you research? Journalism kakra as a stringer at Labour College. I was a reporter to Ghana.
NDC what concerns or their Commonwealth about journalists and journalists. Or see the whys, the hows, the when, the whats. And the who yeah can be one someone. Did you research? Did you find out from the other side? And then they say yes, you be as them like you say Yalti way, which are now trying to get. And you'll be on the best source. Now Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo now so what do bono dear. I differ. Yesha Obia who has really contributed for media freedom, media pluralism. Or the Onuane as a lawyer, or the chambers, or the Nisika to promote and defend people's rights in this country. You can't take Akufo-Addo out. You can't take President Addo out. But let us be very frank and blunt to ourselves. So in Sembia ye tre, in Sembia ye Kembiano, we must be responsible for our action. And now, Mr. Mekabidi, a past glory. If it's a what I say, the Mudi in one dance, you know.
Enti enunti na sebe so because general consul chi what do you journalism ene obi abeso omre you have so many networks in this building aso obi asori atro bibi anavo ka bibi a enwo soka a yebeso no e de agogugugu so when you get up and you publish something e wo chiro nyama bi a emfata no na se man ni wudia don't blame Akufo-Addo about it. Because of your decriminalizing criminal liability, who said that Bibiana Wakaza? It is not so. Now, NDC for most of the election petition, I think say election violence. In fact, mojahwe de enye na nipa wu a na onse e de asem bebre in the befie. Na Eric can say womanti na nado eni say all kasa about electoral violence. Issue nipa na ewu de you can't bring them back. Na yen kan we e de apagya ana ye de akai ebusianfo yawo. It's so painful to lose ebusiani for election violence. But yes, political party, let us be very mindful. When you push your members, when you push your members on security agencies, you call elections. Now say you protecting a friend is saying, "Na mu push me for a good security force." I do baby. I was see you there. So what you know? What would you say to say yaw? And I wish you cause that is going to happen. But where you want to promote violence, mu yenyama fata no. So no ba. Uka hakakra, na waka hasukakra. So let us be very careful. Stop pushing your people to provoke the security agencies. Na sabi mo go see na e ba security ni. Ye hu bi bebre okromo a security ni a ye to abo ye to bibi e dia bo ne ona ade ade. Emfata ye. And electoral violence na ye no. Security for no sabi omo ba so mo go dipa. But when the citizens try to provoke and no ye nyama where their lives is in danger, they also prepare themselves. And the union free. Now Eric, what kind of bogology? Ye wo kromwa. Ye to abawe in 2008, early 2009. Ewa bogology. Ye twitwa de panam MPP supporters. Ewa bogology. Ye di sikan lema mo fele say acts. Protocol. You need to train the panam.
So it is the past we don't
you
want
understand?
to revisit.
I'm not. Nyatrimna mimpenu and na beza bima eriketiasia. That hypocrisy, as if nothing has happened in your time. So what did you do? Agbogoloshishi. Ye kunipa ye dri di panam ego form. Ye ko talency. Talency. Ye ko chiriponi. National Security Operative EY2 Ebo MPP supporters. I'm two no pallet no. Professor Frimbo Boateng any Russian nipa for chiriponi any by Yendi government hospital. Any by pallet any free determine. Etiwa, what had didn't happen? Or for some powerful, your national chairman was then the regional minister for Eastern region. What did they do in Etiwa? Akwetia just 5 or 7 police stations. Look at what happened. Like war. Me can't wait to see as some say. As BBB ACD, you know. So don't come and paint the picture they say under Akufado's government. Say BBC as I'm not going to support that. But please, in your time, what did you do? Chirpon happened. Etiwa happened. Talency happened. What did you do in your time? Mama, me perceive me kill this anya trim. And this hypocrisy no. I will end this for them. Again, almost them Commonwealth. Commonwealth, then we are aligned to Commonwealth. Because so long as the Queen, we recognize the Queen as a former, if anything, a colonial power, we have the right. Now, Udi can call court, never debate. Yeah. Udi can Eddie was some court, never debate. Now, some be a so my friend Fana Fana Nina. Assembly war near your transit, Niaka. And this Udi Assembly call, if anything, Commonwealth. Say the Ecosu or another Abemu, and then Yahuda. I'm my friend, near Framo. Now, bone crew, yes, your boy and crew. But going forward, that is not the way we should go. But I think that's it. The CEO, Ewo, Techimai, we need to look into it and see what we could do to bring sanity to avoid future. So, most party for Ako, yes, Manasem, because do and die no more can do and die no. A bit in Chassan, a bit no. Nyaminia Penny can't do and die no. 2024 election, do and die. That is how it is. And you think NDC is going to sit down?
Thank you.
And do these things?
My main king come on for so I drink check a cry. Na Nakia Mabata Blikuma Central KE levy is good. Special greetings in Kwan and Odebai. Nana Boachi don't see the way the NDC man is talking as if he just arrived from heaven. But NDC NPP know the same cassava. Because see after those who are saying E-levy is good are those who have the money. What about the poor? Nana Boachi don't. I don't know what is at the opposition because it seems if you are there, you always know the right thing to do. DJ O'Malley and YUC, the NPP polling stations elections are going on well. We have good leadership who have changed the game to reality. The battle is still the lot. Kwame CDT have changed. Your ex-president Mahama does not have a hand in the current hardship in Ghana, has been purported by the ruling Nana Akufo-Addo government. But what must cut down, as purported by the ruling government, President Akufo-Addo must cut down unnecessary spending, regards to our original NPP treasurer, Eugene Kusi. Alhaji Aminu, yeah, kudos to you and your panelists. E-levy is the way to go. Oh, Nana Akufo-Addo, what's the side? Let me see. Me who be my come about Tampa di na fe yen call your next one about Tampa wa ting. I pray I can read all. Frances Isiam, CEO Ghana Cylinder Manufacturing Company. Good morning. The panelist in white is grossly ignorant of the law and should stop displaying same. But really, I take exception because Oche na drink, unso chewadrin of I say. Oba Tampa mpacho chewadrin, Mr. Wa.
Medical can say Mr. Menye lawyer.
Oba Tampa say. Of I say I shouldn't have read that part. The court is a competent court of jurisdiction seized with the matters before it to determine committal to trial before the High Court. Secondly, the lawyers of Oliver should rather go to the High Court for an ex parte motion for bail as all offences are available. Oliver should stop insulting the court and so as we in Ghana will also arise in defense of national cohesion and sustainable development. Tell us Dunketi and his cohorts to go to Ukraine for worldwide attention. Obatampa Frances Esiam, CEO, Ghana Cylinder Manufacturing Company, Adekye, Metimakonya Su. Na ande Obatampa, to say I wouldn't be panelists, more problem na. Only I equal problem more on baby for had the other for comments in Kwabra and making kind.
Or say why then?
Young Koyen.
Mama Frances. Maybe catch any say or Tina Kunya so on
wine you been say please special greetings to Honorable Titus and Eric. BBM say Efia de Pause at the Pefia. Yes, menya dini ya. Mpacho sisi ai muamin channel 555 or 666. Na the oye comfortable no na waka me sure say president dey no be emombe hia ye asen Ukraine dey hia dey but ye be labor conference ano e won kwatia ko enra Thomas akosi the 3rd of March. Na enra mampani ne ko bia no ensem odi tu dwane bini se E11 no oman no yiye yonti yenti ase na emeye adwuma utag nsensem ne so wahyebo wo mbesiesie osi anya kra de onu na bresue GDP no obo homoden yesese Ghana yadwade ani sikasem de gu nkentangu mu ne yehwe ka ye de ne ye gu gina penso na se ye career na chese ye sikasem ne yadwade ne eyesen ka ne mosi abro no enti onu na bresue GDP ne ye ese mampeni dada Mahama abreso that's the time we number can Ukraine bia of ya
but I say I'm sure many Kofi Sechi or science over share life. All right. Na my is honorable Echiao.
I am money din ye wo.
Esiam. I believe say the wash baby papa bema what to me actually feel fine. I think I met only once at
no okay at power.
Oh man, oh no problem. Is that really I mean it's normal. Now, some of them regarding labor conference, yeah, or more. I think they are still ongoing.
Yes.
Rock City. It's not a bad attempt. Now, I'm say, "Oman pain nanka saning kasa imuno." And aya sometimes no, you must be bibina kakra abetoho amai. I say yetieni. Me kai say time ana yura mills. Ewa bemu. Na time no ye can economy ho asem. His Excellency the sitting president Nana Akufo-Addo was a candidate by then. O catch there you Mills say economy no ye to abandon say on me fix it man complain on fix it. Now, the MSFM, and say, the previous administration under Mills Mahama continued to be blamed, and I said the woes of this country appears to be hinged on the previous administration rather than the current administration. Now, I also saw a summary our politicians or governments back to back, they use this GDP tantrums and inflation rate to bring your issue as if to say the moment inflation a single digit no be and I said the moment our GDP we are looking inward and looking at nipa no ya team anymore ya setram ekesai say omanpani labor conference ya makoi a modi be bobo minor economy no ho na mo hu the SM as we speak from what I listened this morning and now your first public workers in Omoka. You understand?
Yes.
It means that there's a problem. It is a more share number of 5 can be so and in fact omanpani and as this particular administration this short period when they started raising the issue of e-levy, the Omania advice who were experts as to how they should, build the economy. Even more than e-levy now one of them is to leverage on the multinational companies, mining and all these big industries. Now, especially the telcos nankasa kurepuno. Esikano and share individual ni botomu. A telcos no. Nti charge telcos no, the tax ni be fini ho. And as expand the fiscal network na rob the multinationals into it. And now you raja kon ekasa the platform. In some of the good look, within the MPP nankasa the e-levy is not the solution to the economic woes of this country. To solve this problem, the first is to kick Kenoforiata out. Find competent people who would manage the economy. More borrows and
the whole economic team I said they be when it's finance minister.
Yes, the economic team has been very miserable and irresponsible in their management of the economy. I don't think they'll be away. So why do you over 470 billion Ghana cedis want to me a fine 6.9 billion a day? The Yana says a wealth tax now or Modi 11 each.
Tax.
Wealth tax. To say Omaji sa 11 1.75 and more year. Now at the end of the year, the transaction and and also on tax about 34%.
And they say existing what that.
And I feel so but a share. You understand? That is why they are pushing so much for the e-levy. Otherwise, this, of course, I don't even have a cent of it. But this is a fair way if you compare to government budget. You say Tremco. It is a call maybe to say a labor conference. Now, after you have, put forward your issues, now still as a president, you are insisting on a particular tax. The whole Ghana, about 80% say, you are telling us it's just about 2.4 million workers and a 3-year tax. How did it become so? The 2.4 million means that you have concentrated on only the private sector. You are not creating jobs yourself as a government. Industries are, and as a factory, Nsroma ACC, Perros Dome was meat marketing board. Ocean in Chenhua, that was Willowbrook, maybe an share cars. North industrial area. Sorry. And you go and sit under this same church. No one can say your life will never be the same. Tomorrow you get job. You understand?
Thank you.
What we are saying is that as a government, also invest to absorb more people into the employment arena. So they be on me tax. But yeah, almost say out of the bracket of Mepacho. Out of the bracket of the 2.4 working population of Mutia tax. Yeah, na say 2.4. Almost send this as a kind of money. It is a what tax yeah. That same 1.7 level, it will be a burden on that 2.4.
Thank you.
Will change.
Thank you. Yes, honorable meetings. I'm aiming to you.
Yeah, I mean that's it. Labor conference there is an annual affair. Social partners, make social partners are buying employers and labor unions. I could share na ye juni nama sene isi economy in the working environment, whether formal sector, informal sector. Ye nyina ye hwe kwan be faswa obi abɛkyerɛ na dwen sɛdeɛ yɛde nneɛma bɛtu yie ɛde ama yɛn na for me it is important because nansi wohwɛ labor unrest aba utah di aba yɛ ɛne close up for yi so sorry kakra for better conditions of service obi oyɛ dwuma bia pɛ sɛ the conditions ɛmu ɛyɛ ram kakra ma no for my background as industrial related practitioner and training sometimes workers pre-BBA is legit but I do baby a wobɛhwɛ sɛ ahode no a wode bɛma saa anu yie no na support whether it is there but in every negotiations bia no nobody loses and nobody wins obia move kakra from the entering position bia no aba middle ground na we anya kakra but na me feel say na you tag there no for almost 6-7 weeks you know I know I chair bebre na me ka say and na wo twa e bae no me ka sakra na me ka say mampeni tebe to be kra na onfrɛ omo na ono mo enkasa him being the president you know we gide pa say o ti omo and they appreciate challenges no manu ekomuno na so no mukasa o meeting na so and I know some discussions have gone on in other quarters and all that and the Shebono Mokono, before so, and I support it. Madam,
you take the and chair that day.
Oh, but someone resumed. They've resumed.
No,
but they are still talking.
Fully, and University of Ghana found that decision a baby. I'm a much of Katakoma VC. They are not really.
Yes, I know, they are breaching the instructions of the court, the ruling of the court. You are student lawyers, students of law. Now, as a court, I'm not ruling as a wounding tumor. You can be punished, and they should be careful. Said the Musia Colonel.
Well, for information, your court ruling no granting a more McCoy or one or Muslim penny for being or Mwakasa. The court ruling idiot. Their lawyers are also at the court appealing that.
Appealing, no, you must appeal because you must go and follow up with what their court done.
Okay.
And say, we are appealing as a decision, but we are we in a lawless state? And all must whatever they want to do, and normally Brana.
Okay.
And you can't wait here. Now you can about Omanu and Amutona Yitro. Sabi mintra na men kase bibia eko ye di maye. Of course there are challenges. Now challenges na bano. Obaya, it is not only limited to Ghana. Challenges na ye femu no. Enya Ghana nkoa na ye femu. All over the globe. America is spending almost about $7 trillion. $7 trillion under COVID. They are still recovering. And this obeti baby, not because of politics. Ofi abanya sunjeye. And the auto anyampe de gum amatimi mo say abanya hwea. And I have a problem.
I will try and pure.
What anyampe ankasa. Say nipa no ho no say me ho ho say o ya unim ye. Honorable say say unim ye.
Me see, me be.
Okay.
Let me tell you, my friend.
All right.
The friend depend me one banker, one quarter boy quarter, and one professor of economics. I will Lagos. Yeah, come about the CD and the dollar. And I really love the education at cost. As if the government is doing nothing in terms of the dollar. I see the new depreciating aircon. And I said, look, because people have taken the tendency, what be a dollar account? And no say we do dollar no edigumu obi wo manufacturer or per dollar or de koye djuma no or so ko per cedi e de ko per dollar e de koye djuma meanwhile you are holding this dollar in your account. So what do we do?
If it's only GDA or CD ni mo person action investment
so what do you do when you do that? We yes anwa o man na wo bono.
Okay.
We yes anwa o man na wo bono. So clearly government and trust and can say the eco student and to me do one among bia me pekwa me mfa so a me ye kwa meboa but they be assemble kwa meka. If this tank you take them away na say you say exotic enyama ye be abroche enyama nkwa na ye be dia, this is what we're going to go through because about 30-35 different types of items are anka benchmark value ye free ho because you produce it in yawa.
Sasa ma ye ka che Ghana for ne tete no ye kama omo ti ase ana say ya anka
obaya
papa ana breben ye kete mate sa foreign goods
me say wo wuti he wo si wundi made in Ghana good me ma ka kire me Pepsodent and no na me use we I don't use Colgate. I don't use any foreign product. Because when I do that, I'm creating job in this country for people in Unilever. On base age money, and Yamaye. Nasi a takrame, you see, and to me, and Yendiwa, and one of the these are what are some of the things I'm going to go through. So clearly, I buy an ananado on transit and journalism and good ye and can say, buying me, Yeshame, Sikabia Ogie, I could double a woman. Now saying last week Sunday, we call Road Minister Makwata, this is a war sorry war, arena. Me free kwa bing Enyinam Junction. Me room. Ye kwano ye ni na. Everybody catch us you
kwa bing why not?
You understand? And I I've drove all the way to Abomusu.
Okay.
My sister, what I saw there, the model school, what I saw there. And yet there you come about ye blocks here can you.
Thank you. But
a model school.
You about 30 years of democracy menti aban and answer candidate bia all per man penny do not born so I say o manfo ye sisa ye suban na ye ketre matene ma eye Ghana niama na ye se be ye obi aba na me we ntimi nyam fama me onim ye mi na me ye ni ye enti ye ma so die ma o manfo no hu se ye nso ye wo bi tu ka chem se ya fa wade so ama me na meboa wo na fe du ba bu ntimi mu am na fe na be ka chem se me ka se fama me no ke wo se wo so mu bi enti mi ntumi a ase afe ni wani aba ho so ana
na meni ba me ho so
okay
ya me kan ye no eni dia me ti akonya so eni dia me hunu ni kan nyina bom edi sinsini so eni na me kan se me lead you na me ka kira say suban we mu a ye wo mu so ye esisa e be boa ya eno so ye that is why me conclude me ka kira say eniama me ko wu ye e wa bomusu model school yesi no enye yi blocks o say administration say classroom blocks are classroom blocks. Okay. Say dining hall are dining hall. Say science labs are science labs. Say assembly hall assembly hall. What I saw, and the sikana say be yeji e wuti me for no. Ye di ye niam papa. I will be would say dia akufo do aban eje dia odi ye. And mo bi embe titi anwe agu mo fani. Ti say akufo do aban oba ye sebe wa chichi ye say de egu ye chi a onye hwe.
Thank you. Eric, your committee song. All right.
Ya obusa kusa wentimi ya no da ben no muhu de okan nyina ya politics on de okan enra no ya de be judge wenne and honorable mo kasa do mo problem nyina no
na wana mu powaga na mo ye bi ni
what you say
na wana eton ne ho obeka fo afa ne
eno na me ba
enya marketing
enti say na reality na catch up e was so obro ho ase ya ho bra say de
na offer na ho brase no
se udwa wanu mu a meyewe oba na de na catch wuntumi ye fakasa ede on se ye kasa mu ye bu bebi se o
kasa de afi mbati ase ama ye levi na ba
ye kasa bi ye bononfo ana akanfo ye bu bebi se obofo onim se obewe adoati enka ohunuhu ye se edaja mu na oyi hunuhu onim se ye de be ye nkwan ama na dibi nti wa huhu ye nti nkwan na ye nwono ena odi ne ne enu bi na ato mo no. You see, you spoke a lot. Now no Ukraine Putin talk why start here. First person na urega bi ocheda kwa treat and at the abane the city near ye hwe nye ntokwa ba Ukraine na economic management team na alankwadwo kireman chain Professor Jambafo ba omi akobobo ne central region na Putin ka ho. Those are the caliber of people we are talking about today.
Na yete super so.
Meba
are we living on an island?
Sir, ye tisikasu na sana 11 na no mo ka kire mu no. De show bottom no. Ye so wallet na sika wo. Nti ye tisikasu e kom de. Obeyi de show bottom na to aduane ama wadi. Ehun nsema mo church. Na na do dan kwa ekufu ado.
Verified the social media ni ana
no ye de me metena station bi to say UTV and farm integrity met on the line. Okay. And politics na ye na the facts and your politics. Entina ba na lift your mo brain na do dan kwa ekufu ado 5th December 2016 na de chia ye kwa akoto aba ayi Ghana mampani tie de ochroe o say I have seen how drivers both private and commercial struggle to pay for high prices of fuel and insurance premiums. Nipa rated to 1,839, 798, and like yes at the time I screenshot it all. And the petrol at 20 cents. No money printed drivers for change sticker, no more diabo commercial trot room money they can on. ene petrol na ye kwa na ye to ne be 18 Ghana cedis no wo de atwam 30 Ghana cedis wo se wa bobra
na bra de ye tu ha na be so ye
meba o twere we no onim onim amanyo sem che na do ya akona ma
asem na mibisa dynamics na e wo sa abre
da bi na onim
sa dynamics na le wa e wo ho ne
na onim dynamics be na o ka ho asem
said na wiase tie said na ne meko enne sa na tie
ya na wiase te sen
kofi sesi ameni mibisa kusa
meti ase ba the reality ne say NDC MPP we should learn, we should know how to talk when we need political power from the people enye entro enye se be de si we more ohun argument yo ye ne sisi a wakokwa aben wakwa bomosu no ko hu ahwa akwan a school adan bi omosiesu enye e-blog ni bia nye ni e-blog no de esi do me kwa benya no onim kwala e fa om nti om presidio bi aye ba ono no de enu mpo ntimi nye nwie no oko presi na wa run obi de down meanwhile e-blog na esi do me kwa benya no e fa kwada be 3000
because niam ni na ye Ghana dia
ye ya ma Ghana but orania no down her communication no ye no orania no down e na oko presidio ye nsi nwie at the same time yeah at the same time uni mame na friend kejemfu a uni ni position in MPP ose ono ofi akwatia constituency omakwan nyina anye na mwarko ataye Rose minister ntino okwa ni mpesu aso ba bie wagu quota meaning say national cake numpo you are not sharing it equally asem we want it for YouTube you get a video yes she said it what honorable titles mpesu aso hwa wakwan ada na onfa wakwan ye example ya bomosu de na woka ana baby ana wo let me make my argument ana let me talk meba because me know to be asande akwan bi mebobo akere area ho akwan bi sisi a wo akwan nye me de maye bi ukọ Rose minister krom a ono minimum alliance kro ni Peter me ukọ ye oye amawu krom oye na akwan ama no so ye ne light nti ene ufre akwatia na otisi ni de enu light ni samusa e na kwan ni be bia ya ye but your area go to German off e kwan ya na ye secretary to goka ya be sin ene okada na ye mikrom adwuma biased government mujiji munimoni ase people are suffering and you are telling us say we deserve not to say so yeah within your 5 years Owura Akufo-Addo say na de ni GDP na far better than Owura Mahama na ene de ye GDP nya omo na na omo kasa ansem yeah me no kasa ni ene Ghana cedi the worst currency ye rank 15 countries near tosu dunum. Where is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia? Ye fi abemu CD was around 4.0 now. O see ye incompetent and now per dollar ta 7.2. Those are the reality. You know na Ghana for can once a Monday. And now we have public debts from 122 billion 2016 to over 341 billion. Within your 5 years, you've taken over 240 billion. Omo brebia ye kokahwa o si e-levy ya kwanye e-levy ejana bia ni ho e-levy e no mu hu ne daben ya ye ni atene o because mama over within your 5 years ohwe domestic revenue ye raise ene loans ayaje aban we yen over 450 billion Ghana cedis also the 7.2 billion and I free SHS want me am fa de aka na mo bra but today you are telling Ghanaians say you are more 6.9 billion na wa pegi say na obenya fi levy mo a yentimi ntua adwuma ya foka yentimi nya ya akwan yentimi me adwuma ada na mudi akohwie sa ya let me tell you something ye wo kwan a ye betimi abu omanya without taking e-levy eno na ka kire mampani ebi ni say ena me no ka say Thursday yeah e twam ko that was on 24th offer daily graphic now here page 13 story no say na me front page pone wo say Ghanaian foreign students bemoan financial challenges. Now about page 13 the story me trying to picture. Ghana nkwada under scholarship secretariats. Ye di omo kogu amanone a ya e wo sa aban eni tue omo ho ka. E mo omo aduane di. Etue bebi omo beda no. 3 months enko nkwada no UK ye issue statement am omo say untimi nko class. Untimi nko library, untimi nko bebia. But we have a sitting president unim sika was omo de man kwada. $250 to $500. But you was sitting president in the heat of COVID na ye kano. Or charter flight 1 hour $14,000. Ya nkwada na omunya $500 ye tu omo free baby omoda. Ye mo monko class, or monko library no. $14,000 would divide their hand a bit to your mobile in UK. But look at these guys. And look at the lifestyle the president is living today. Or on a 10-day visit. No? One charter private day 10 days.
Ono penny man penny agana fan hoka. Enye ya ni ati.
Ono car ya fa wado hono.
Ya fa no se on some.
Car ya fa wo reku fu ado hono. So ono kra na di independence anka mkebe ehu. What has he done? Then why? Just 10-day store. Acosto Ghana 4.9 million Ghana cedi private jet. Why have you almost 10 times?
10-4.
Me say, you can't say asem no na almost say boy. They should come with the accurate figure, and they can't dispute it. Eti Ghana way, Mampeni Ekufuado wo a lot of avenue. Obetinya kate costa ye here ye levy. The presidential convoy na or kosunyani program a V8 ba ko di na ko nyankwa na ekono. V8 ba ko tu free akudu sunya. Let me talk. Because I was quiet for you.
They have dogs.
Let me talk. I was quiet for you.
There's dog.
Thank you,
That follows your mama.
Respectfully.
Add it.
Respectfully.
Thank you, Eric Bonny.
Sa wo ko aproba akonwa keka otena so no. V8 ba ko na de ko. Ne soja ni te front. Ye guard akonwa no. Wo bonto a wo kwa na o de akonwa ko. Was that the promise you gave to Ghanaians? So the opulence lifestyle now we live, and a contributory factor to the current economic hardship. Look at food.
That
was so 20% of the.
Your mama, come
on. Yeah, no, can you for yeah. Come on,
MMDC, common fund.
MMDC is no allocations. So
common fund.
Not ceiling, that's on capping.
No, I said there was capping and realignment policy already.
What is 20%?
Aside the capping.
When I was yet, a form one year facilities.
News, this, I mean.
No, the 20%, I read the story, remember? Finance Minister brought a statement saying,
Honorable Daniel Global. Thank you. A former MP Tema East and a former Deputy Transport Minister, or as part of a national organizer, ama NPP. Ora Yao Asanitano, national organizer LPG, and Ora Adekye J, Deputy Bono Regional Communications Officer, Emma NDC. I no pay. Yeda mwase papa. Agwesi or down ho.
Yeah, public sector workers. Pay them.
Bra we cry o ma mempo.
Who can say say mo members
and I pay them. Teacher for
that for nim
ya ni piti. Ya kuna meni ya kram.
Please.